Hello, this is Ted Dykstra, Keller Williams Realty with the TNT team. And the question has come up that about staging a home and the benefits, the pros and cons. And what I'd like to do is point out just a quick little video of letting you know about staging and what my opinion of staging is. There's actually two types of staging. One is working with an actual stager, where you hire a staging company to come in and actually bring in rented furniture into the home and pay for the use of that furniture within the home or within the property. Normally, that is done with a living room, a dining room, and maybe a bedroom. It's not the complete house, it's just a partial sample. And the rent is for the furniture usage, normally for about 3 to 6 months, or as long as the property takes to sell. Now, one of the cons on this is that the cost can be anywhere from $2,500 on up to use that furniture, and you don't own the furniture. Another con is that there's liability. If you have that furniture that is not yours in the home and buyers' kids are jumping on the couch and knock over a vase or something like that, there's liability for having to replace that property. Now there is a pro to this, and that is the bright side is that it helps the buyer picture what the home would look like with furniture in it. Staging is done to take an empty house to look like it's lived in, so it can help sell it faster. Now, there's the second one is virtual staging. Again, you hire a staging company that will take and offer you enhancement of photos. So you take photos of the home, send them to the staging company, and then they will take and enhance those and return those photos to you to use in your listing presentations and advertising, marketing. There is a caution though, because you need to know how far they're going to enhance. If they enhance it too far and you don't make it in clearly stated terms and comments in your marketing, it can be misrepresenting to the property owner and also misrepresenting to the buyer. Where they maybe are looking for a gas range and they see a gas range there or a gas fireplace that never is there if they enhance it too far. Oftentimes they'll brighten up the photos, they'll put in laminate floors, carpets, and so forth to replace the ugly tile and so forth. Be very cautious, because if you don't make it clear to the buyer that these are enhanced, this is not what it truly is, that when the buyer gets there to the property, they're upset because they're let down that it's not what they actually saw on the internet. Now, the virtual staging is a benefit to, and it's a pro for drawing attention to the listing. When a buyer is searching the internet and seeing all these different photos, and the photos look great with the enhancements, then it draws their attention to it and they want to see more. So there is a pro to that. The liability is, again, misrepresenting the property and then also letting down the buyer when they get there. So there's both pros and cons for both. Now, the cost on a virtual enhancement or virtual staging is usually about $150, $100 to $150 per photo. So normally a seller would only take and do a sample of photos, not all photos. And but again, there are these two types, and they're both an individual choice based on the individual needs of the seller or a property. Some properties need some enhancement, others don't. Some look just fine with empty rooms, and with the marketing done properly, it can still be sold. Now, what I'd like to remind you is that if you do have questions about staging, if you have questions about selling your property, feel free to give us a call, the TNT team, at 249-8345. Again, area code 406-249-8345. Or check us out on the web at www.kalispellhomefinders.com. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed it.